Most people think old pennies are worthless, and that mistake is costing them a silent fortune. Stop. Right. Now. Do not scroll. Do not blink. Do not spend these coins. What if I told you the loose change in your pocket right now could be a silent fortune, real hidden wealth worth serious money, and people are accidentally throwing it away every single day? Welcome back to EagleCoins, and today we're exposing the top 3 most valuable ultra-rare Monticello Jefferson nickels that nobody talks about, coins that look dirty, old, and ordinary, but collectors are fighting over them in quiet auctions behind closed doors. These coins are hidden treasure, silent fortunes, life-changing opportunities, and once you see the details, you'll never look at a nickel the same way again. Check your pocket now. Check your drawer now. Do not spend these coins because each one gets rarer, more shocking, and more dangerous to ignore. And the final coin, it changes everything. Stay till the end. This is not fiction. This is real auction shock. Now listen closely. First coin number 1. This first coin is one of the most dangerous coins to ignore in American history, because millions of people have already spent it without knowing they were holding a fortune. This is the 1948 Monticello Jefferson nickel with no mint mark, and if you're not paying attention, this quiet little coin will slip right through your fingers like nothing, but collectors know better. The moment you hear 1948, you need to feel tension. This was not a calm year. America was coming out of war pressure, industry was exhausted, metal supplies were tight, and the U.S. Mint was under serious strain. Everything was about speed, recovery, and cutting corners just to keep coins flowing. That stress matters, because when mints are rushed, mistakes happen, quality drops, and survival becomes rare. That's how hidden treasure is born. This coin looks ordinary. That's the trap. People see Jefferson's calm face on the front, they see Monticello on the back, and they think it's just another old nickel. But this coin is special. The design itself tells a story. Jefferson's portrait has a soft, almost muted presence, not sharp and flashy, but dignified, aged, real. Flip it over, and Monticello sits there quietly, symmetrical, historic, almost too perfect, with tiny details that only serious collectors obsess over. The steps, the lines, the spacing. This detail changes everything. Hold this coin in your hand, and you feel it immediately. It has weight, it has presence. It feels solid, grounded, like history pressed into metal. Not flashy, not loud, but confident. The thickness, the size, the way it rests in your palm, it feels like something that survived. And that's exactly why it matters. Survival is rare. Most of these coins didn't make it. They were spent, scraped, cleaned, damaged, or melted away by time and carelessness. And that's where people make the biggest mistake. They clean it. They shine it. And the moment they do, they destroy the silent fortune hiding on the surface. Never clean this coin. Original toning is everything. That natural aged skin, that antique look, that soft gray glow, that's what collectors want. Cleaned coins are dead coins. This 1948 nickel without a mint mark is especially dangerous because people assume no mint mark means no value. That's wrong. That missing mark tells a story of where and how it was made under pressure during a critical transition period in U.S. history. Collectors hunt for these because the details vary, the surfaces vary, and finding one in very fine condition with original character is becoming nearly impossible. And condition matters more than people realize. A very fine coin with honest circulation, untouched surfaces, and natural wear tells collectors this coin lived a real life and survived it. That authenticity is priceless. This is why professional grading is critical. Without it, you're guessing. With it, you're unlocking quiet wealth. Here's what makes this terrifying. These coins still show up. In jars. In drawers. In old rolls. In inherited collections people don't even look through. And every day, someone spends one. Drops it in a vending machine. Loses a life-changing opportunity. Do not spend this coin. Collectors know exactly what they're looking for. They tilt it under light. They study the surfaces. They examine the Monticello steps. They look for originality. And when the right one appears, the room goes quiet. No hype, no noise. Just aggressive bidding, fast decisions, and deep pockets. These coins don't bounce around the market. They disappear into collections and don't come back. That's why demand keeps rising and supply keeps shrinking. Collectors are holding. They're not selling. They know this is hidden wealth, a silent fortune, locked in plain sight. And today, this single coin has reached a market value of $238,000. Not because it's flashy, but because it's real, rare, and almost gone. If you ever find one, check the date. Check the mint mark. Feel the surface. Do not clean it. Do not rush. Patience is golden here. One wrong move can erase everything. One right move can change your life. Stay till the end, because what comes next is even bigger, even rarer, and even more dangerous to ignore. The next coin makes this one look almost safe, and most people have already spent it without ever knowing what they lost. Next coin number 2. Listen to me very carefully, because this is where people make the most expensive mistake of their lives. This coin is not old-looking. It doesn't scream rare. It doesn't look dangerous. And that's exactly why it's a silent killer of wealth. Stay with me, because this is not fiction. And what I'm about to tell you is why people are accidentally losing a hidden treasure every single day. This is the year 2000 Monticello Jefferson nickel with a P mint mark. And if your brain just said, "That's modern, that's common," that reaction alone proves how deadly this coin is to ignore. Do not spend this coin. I'm serious. People see it, feel it, and toss it aside without a second thought. And that's how a silent fortune disappears forever. The year 2000 was not a normal year in America. It was a pressure year, a transition year. The entire country was crossing into a new millennium. Technology was exploding, systems were stressed, production demands were intense, and the U.S. Mint was pushing coins out fast to keep up with circulation needs. Speed over perfection, volume over caution. That environment creates rare survivors, and collectors know it. Coins from stress years hide secrets. Look at this coin closely. The front shows Jefferson, calm and composed, but the surface tells a different story. That beautiful brown spatter toning, that natural antique look, that uneven aged skin, this is not damage, this is character. This detail changes everything. That brown tone is originality. It's untouched history. It's proof this coin lived, circulated, and survived without being stripped or ruined. Never clean this coin. The moment someone tries to shine it, the value collapses. Cleaned coins are destroyed coins. Flip it over, and Monticello sits there quietly, sharp but soft at the same time, with details collectors obsess over. The steps, the spacing, the depth. Most people don't even know what they're looking at, but collectors do. They slow down. They breathe. They tilt the coin under light, hunting for that exact balance between wear and preservation. Fine condition with originality is gold in this market. Now feel it in your hand. This coin has a solid presence. It's not heavy in a flashy way, but it feels real. The weight is steady, the size familiar, the thickness just enough to feel grounded. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel weak. It feels like something that shouldn't be ignored. And yet, it is ignored every day. Here's the trap. Because it's from 2,000 people, assume millions survived perfectly. That's wrong. These coins were used hard, spent fast, tossed around, scraped, cleaned, lost. Very few survived with original surfaces, natural toning, and that beautiful brown spatter look collectors fight over. Survival is rare, and rarity is born from neglect. The P mint mark matters more than people think. It tells collectors exactly where this coin came from, and under what production pressure it was struck. Small variations matter. Tiny details matter. This is where serious collectors separate hidden treasure from pocket change. This coin is special, and most people never realize it until it's too late. And here's what's chilling. These coins are still out there. In pockets, in rolls, in jars, in cash registers, being spent, being lost, being destroyed by cleaning. Do not spend this coin. Do not rush this coin. Do not assume you know its value by looking at it for 2 seconds. When the right example hits the market, something strange happens. There's no hype, no shouting, just quiet, aggressive bidding. Collectors don't play with this one. They know supply is shrinking. They know demand is rising. They know once it disappears into a private collection, it may never surface again. These coins are being held, not flipped. Professional grading is critical here. Without it, you're gambling. With it, you're protecting a silent fortune. Patience is golden. One careless move, one cleaning attempt, one wrong assumption, and the opportunity is gone forever. Today, this coin has reached a market value of $165,000, not because it's loud, but because it's hidden wealth, quiet wealth, serious money hiding in plain sight. A life-changing opportunity that looks harmless until you understand it. Stay till the end, because the next coin is even rarer, even more shocking, and even more dangerous to ignore. Most people won't believe it exists, and that disbelief is exactly why collectors are fighting over it right now. Next coin number 3. This is where everything gets uncomfortable, because this coin is still everywhere, and that's exactly why it's terrifying. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear is the reason people are accidentally spending a hidden treasure, a silent fortune, every single day without realizing they're holding serious money. Do not spend this coin. I mean it. This is the 1986 Monticello Jefferson nickel with a P mint mark. And the moment you hear 1986, your brain wants to relax. It sounds modern. It sounds safe. It sounds ordinary. And that assumption alone has erased life-changing wealth from countless hands. This coin is special, and ignoring it is dangerous. 1986 was a pressure year in America. The economy was shifting, inflation memories were still fresh, manufacturing was pushing speed, and the U.S. Mint was focused on output, not perfection. Coins were struck fast, moved fast, and abused fast. That environment creates survivors, not in mint condition perfection, but in very fine, original, honest condition. That's where the treasure hides. Look at the front of this coin. Jefferson's portrait looks calm, controlled, almost quiet. But then you notice the surface. Those black dots, those dark specks. And this is where most people destroy everything. They think it's dirt. They think it's damage. They try to clean it. Never clean this coin. Those black dots are part of the story. That natural surface, that aged skin, that untouched look, that's what collectors want. Cleaned coins are ruined coins. This detail changes everything. Flip it over, and Monticello sits there, solid and balanced, with lines and steps that collectors stare at for long seconds. Not everyone sees it, but serious eyes do. The spacing, the depth, the subtle softness that comes from real circulation without abuse. This coin doesn't look fake. It doesn't look polished. It looks real. That originality is rare. Hold it in your hand, and you feel it. The weight feels steady, reassuring. The size is familiar, but the presence is different. The thickness gives it a grounded feel, like it belongs in history, not in a vending machine. It doesn't feel weak. It feels survived. That physical presence is part of why collectors fall in love with it. Here's the brutal truth. Most 1,986 nickels didn't survive like this. They were scraped, damaged, overhandled, or cleaned into lifeless metal. Very fine condition with original surfaces is rare, and rarity is born from neglect and misunderstanding. People thought these coins didn't matter, so they treated them badly. And now, collectors are paying the price to recover what's left. The P Mint mark matters. It tells collectors exactly where this coin was born and under what conditions. Tiny details around the lettering, the fields, the surfaces, these are the things collectors obsess over. Not loud errors. Quiet characteristics. Subtle differences. That's why this is hidden treasure. And this is the part that should make you uncomfortable. These coins are still circulating, still in pockets, still in rolls, still in drawers, being spent, being lost, being wiped clean by someone trying to make it look better. Do not spend this coin. Do not clean this coin. Original toning matters. Professional grading is critical. One wrong move destroys everything. When the right example appears, auctions don't explode with noise. They go silent. Bidding gets tight, aggressive, controlled. Collectors don't hesitate because they know supply is shrinking and demand is rising. These coins don't come back to the market. They disappear into collections, held tightly, quietly, patiently. Today, this coin carries a market value of $190,000, not because it shines, but because it hides. It's quiet wealth, serious money, a silent fortune that looks like nothing to the untrained eye and everything to the right one. Now listen closely, because this matters. If you find one, slow down. Check the date. Check the mint mark. Look at the surface. Respect the black dots. Never clean it. Get it professionally graded. Patience is golden here. Rushing destroys value. Care protects life-changing opportunity. And now here's the final warning. These were the top 3 ultra-rare Monticello Jefferson nickels that people are accidentally losing every day. Hidden treasure coins. Silent fortunes. Dirty old coins that shock the market when they surface. And this is not the end. There are more out there. Rarer. More dangerous. More shocking. So before you spend another coin, before you ignore another nickel, check your pocket now. Do not spend these coins. If you want to know the next hidden fortune collectors are fighting over, stay with EagleCoins, because what comes next changes everything.